What makes a coating truly last? Lab tests tell part of the story, but real-world weathering, that's where the truth is revealed.
We're here to assess and evaluate phase 1, which was installed in 2015. The benchmark testing program was set up at that period of time because we conducted extensive testing programs in the lab. But there's nothing that replaces a real outdoor exposure. You have dirt retention, you have mold, spores, real environment, and this can't all be replicated in a lab test.
This isn't a short trial, it's a decade-long collaboration between Teknos and Accsys, designed to show what really happens to coatings in the real world.
The test was set up to include common timber species, which would include Meranti, Merbau, thermally modified spruce, pine and standard spruce, to assess Accoya against those common joinery or cladding species and see how the coating performed. We're working to the EN 9273 standard, which incorporates south-facing 45-degree elevation and also includes sharp edges on the sample to accelerate destruction of the coating. So we look at sheen level, chalking, cracking, substrate and coating. So taking all those points into consideration, you assess the performance of the coating, also the appearance, using our experience and knowledge to understand what we see and the effect of that.
Teknos have similar testing sites in Denmark, the UK and Malaysia. So how do the results here compare?
Well, one thing we've seen consistently here is that the coatings are lasting significantly longer on Accoya and Tricoya than on the other more unstable substrates. So the more stable the timber is, the less stress that coating is under as the timber moves beneath it, so the longer the coatings last.
As well as the individual panels, Teknos have set up fully constructed windows to test the impact of good joinery design.
I'm standing in front of a window made of thermically modified beech and a window of Accoya. We are seeing that the joints in the other modified wood does break down where it remains stable on the Accoya. You can see the color change on the other wood is where we have water ingress. The crosshatch are there to provoke any defects and to mimic what happens if there's any damages on the surface, if there will be water traveling under the coating film. On the white system you can see how the nails are changing color to rusty colors on the modified wood, and on the Accoya you see no change. When we remove this bar, we can see what impact UV bombardment has on the substrate.
Some results confirmed expectations, others surprised even the experts. But what does all this mean for the customer?
It means that joinery manufacturers can have the confidence that the coating that they're offering, the Teknos coating they're offering, is going to work well, last a long period of time, and they're going to have far fewer callbacks.
For manufacturers, fewer callbacks and stronger warranties, and for homeowners, less maintenance and longer service life. But what's next for these panels?
As we can see here, we have a lot of different samples, and in most of the samples we still see a very good coating performance even after 10 years. So the idea is to continue outdoor exposure of those samples, and with few exceptions where we have seen coating break down a little bit, we have to take them out and we send them to Denmark for coating application, or we call it maintenance. And after that they can come here again, so we continue with outdoor exposure of all samples together. And let's see how they're looking like next year, hopefully in 2 years and even longer.